Hi, my name is Sarah. It is so nice to meet you guys. Thank you for having me today. I am a current sophomore at Arizona State University studying biochemistry and global health, and I am here to talk to you about HIV, the disease itself, and how we can prevent it. So, just from hearing that, why would I, a college student, be here to talk with you? Well, I've been studying sexual health and working with experts and professors in sexual health and HIV/AIDS throughout this past semester in school, and I've been training on how to have conversations just like this with people about sexual health. Um, but first, I want to address the respect that I have for all of you. Understand that you have all walked through life longer than I have, and I admire that. I've always had such interesting and very deep conversations with my grandparents, who and parents who are older. And I want to acknowledge my respect for you all, especially you lived during the HIV epidemic in the 80s, and I did not. So I just applaud you for opening your arms and letting me talk with you today. I am so glad to be here. And I'm hoping to not only share the information that I have learned, but also to learn from you in our conversation together. I'm here to bring our community of all ages together to have a conversation that we don't normally have, and it's an issue for all age groups, and it's an important education topic for all age groups. So I just wanted to acknowledge that, and also it's my goal to make this a safe space. We are all different in our own ways, but I'm hoping we can remove those differences while we all relate to each other and with each other over the topic of sexual health, and just relate to the topic in general, right? Because we all come again from different experiences and different backgrounds. Thank you again for hosting me. This conversation should be no longer than 7 minutes, but if you need to use the bathroom or get water or anything like that, if you have a phone call, you can just leave the room for a second and come back when you're finished. And I will also be happy to answer any questions or talk with you after the conversation. So, to begin, there is no cure anywhere in the world for HIV, as you know, and maybe you don't know, but it is 100% preventable. Now, not many people know that. I didn't know that. So today, I would love to have this discussion with you about how to prevent sexual transmission of HIV, so that together we can work with people, we can work with others, everyone you know in your lives, we can create the first AIDS-free generation. So overall, in order to do this, you need to choose an A, B, C, or P to protect yourself and your loved ones from HIV. Now, to start with our A, again, the A, B, C, and P are the four ways to prevent the spread of HIV. So to start with our A, can anyone tell me what they think the A in the A, B, C, or P, the four ways to prevent HIV, stands for? Yes. Abstinence. Good. So when we talk about abstinence, we're not referring to religious or cultural abstinence. We're referring to scientific abstinence, specifically regarding HIV prevention. So abstinence, regarded by the World Health Organization, its definition refers to no penetrative sex. So that includes no vaginal, anal, or oral sex. So if you aren't having sex with your partner, what are some ways that you can still show affection? Yes. Hugging, right? Exactly. What else? Yes. Kissing. Good. You can do any of those things. You can cuddle, you can dance, you can hug, all of those things, right? So we're not saying that you cannot show love to your partner in other ways. But for some couples, A might not work as a way to prevent HIV prevention or a transition. So everyone, though, can do B. Does anyone have an idea of what B could stand for? Yes. Good, being faithful. Nice. So there are two main components to being faithful. The first one is that both partners agree that they will go out and get tested for HIV before they have sex, and that both of their tests are negative. Both results are negative. Now, if the partners don't get tested together, it's very important that they still share this information with each other, that they're both negative tests. That was the first one. The second component to being faithful is that the partners are mutually committed to each other. This is an agreement that the partners will only have sex with one another and will not have sex with any other people. Now, if it's not only two people in this relationship, it's an agreement that all of the people in the relationship will have to only have sex with each other and also share their tests with each other. Okay, so now that we know A and B for the first two ways to prevent HIV transmission, what is C? Because not everyone can be abstinent, not all relationships are faithful, so now what is C? Yes, condom, exactly, good. So there are several key points about condoms that are important to note. Latex condoms are popular. There's also polyurethane, polyisoprene, and nitrile alternatives, but natural condoms do not work because there are pores in them that allow the transmission of HIV. So now we go through one, and one with condoms. So the first one is that you can use one condom at a time. So that means there are male and female condoms, but each partner cannot be using a condom at the same time. They'll rub and cause friction, and then holes will emerge. Also, a male cannot use two condoms at once. Same thing with the friction. So that's the first one. The second one is that they can use it once per sexual act. So you cannot reuse a condom in more than one sexual act. And the third one is to use it per partner, right? If you're having sex with more than one partner, only use one condom per partner. Good. So where can someone get condoms? Well, there's pharmacies, there's drugstores. Anyone else know of anything? Yes. Yeah, good. Nice. So, you can get condoms from the Southwest Center for HIV/AIDS Prevention in Phoenix. Good. And there's one more that I learned about. I did not know this. I learned that you can get it from nicepackage.org, which is a website where you can order however many condoms you would like, and it is delivered to your door in a discreet package so no one knows what you ordered. So overall, condoms are a great option for someone who's living with HIV to protect their partner. 100%. 100%. This is a great option to do that. Now, it's not 100%. If you use condoms, that is one of the ways. But again, you can mix it up. You don't have to stay with condoms. You can go from A to B to P to C, right? You can use more than one of these prevention tactics. We're just giving you all of the options to do that. Okay. Now, speaking of protecting a partner of someone who has HIV, that leads us to P, or pre-exposure prophylaxis. Now, that's a large mouthful, but we're just going to use the acronym PrEP today. So again, this is the fourth way to prevent the spread of HIV transmission. We went over A, we went over B, we went over C, and now we're on P. So if a person is at high risk for contracting HIV, they can take PrEP, which is a drug combination that prevents a person from contracting HIV, even if they have unprotected sex with a HIV positive partner. But it's super important that if someone is taking PrEP as a medication, they need to get it prescribed by their doctor. And also they need to take it every time each day, because in order to be effective in a sexual act. It allows someone to protect themselves from HIV, and they need to get consulted with their doctor. They need to consult with their doctor before using it. But this is a good option, again, especially if you are living with HIV or your partner is living with HIV. Good. So let's recap, right? We went over the 4 ways to prevent the spread of HIV transmission. What does A stand for? Abstinence. Good. B, being faithful. C, condoms. And P, PrEP. Good. Pre-exposure prophylaxis. Good job. Good. So now that you know all of this, you can protect yourself, you can protect your loved ones from HIV in these 4 ways of preventing the spread of HIV transmission. So you can choose an A, B, C, or P to protect yourself and your loved ones from HIV. Thank you for your time, and thank you again for your wisdom and what I've learned, and just working together to again be a part of an AIDS-free generation, spreading the word and learning and doing your part, and being here today is all we ask. So thank you again. Again, I'm here for any questions, comments that you have, and have a great rest of your day.